Rodeo with Master Magician Aiden Sinclair as we get ready for the big show coming up Saturday. 2 shows, as a matter of fact, 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. It's a benefit for the Casper Self-Help Center Safe House for Domestic Violence. The show is called From a Padded Room, and with us, Master Magician Aiden Sinclair just wowed us with a trick and where he never touched the key. It was in my hand, and the key wound up becoming bent, and I really honestly didn't put any pressure on the key at all. Wasn't trying to bend it in my hand. You can check out the video of that at mycountry955.com. You got one more? You got time to do one more?
Yeah, we'll do one more.
Okay.
This is kind of cool. A lot of people, when they say that you meet a magician, they have a certain expectation of certain things.
Card tricks. I want to see card tricks.
Card tricks always come up. I don't like doing again, that physical style of magic, though. Most of what we do, it falls in what the realm of the paranormal, I guess you could say.
Okay.
This is a deck of cards that's kind of in a bit of disarray. Some of them are face up, some of them are face down, front to back, back to front. Would you agree that that's pretty much a mess?
It is. These cards are black cards, black-faced. They have the colors of the cards are red and gray, really. They've got red for hearts, red for diamonds. They've got kind of a whitish gray for clubs and spades. A very cool deck of cards, but yeah, it's all discombobulated. It's everywhere. Some are forward, some are backwards, and they're not even close to being in suit or in any kind of order.
So here's the deal. A normal magician would do a card trick with the cards. Now, do you agree that those are still in a bit of disarray?
Oh yeah, very much so.
Some people might believe that maybe we switched the deck, but it's going to be right there the whole time. Here's the thing. Everything that's going to occur will occur in your imagination.
Okay.
I'm not going to touch the cards, and we'll see where this goes. I'd like you to start off by imagining yourself doing a radio interview with a relatively unknown magician in Casper, Wyoming, about to do a show, and that person has brought in a deck of cards and that they were in complete disarray.
Okay.
I try to start simple because some DJs drink while they're working. This.
I do too.
No, just kidding. So we start simple. A messed up deck of cards. We start in reality, where we are right now in a messed up deck of cards. What we're going to do, though, is travel back into the unreal and to use the paranormal to help us. What I'd like you to do is just imagine yourself as if you had gone to the store and bought that deck of cards. That you didn't get them from me, that they actually just came right from a drugstore. And if you had, imagine that you could unseal them, take the little seal off there, and usually on the top of the deck would be a couple of advertisements or coupons kind of thing. Those aren't relevant. So in your imagination, imagine just throwing those away.
Okay. And then you got like directions how to play poker or something else.
Yeah, the top 20 hands of bridge or whatever. Imagine if you could, that if you got rid of those, you'd just be left with a deck of cards and a joker. And imagine that you could sit here at this table and just spread all of those cards out so that they were all face up. And that way, if you look down, you could actually see them. Now, I don't want you to feel like you're maybe being subliminally influenced. I do want you to take your time and, in your imagination, look at all the cards in your mind.
Okay.
And when you do, I want you to tell me which one are you most attracted to. And if you find yourself going towards like the Ace of Spades or the Queen of Hearts, do change your mind, because I don't want that to be contrived.
No.
Everybody says that. Try to think of something that there would be absolutely no way I could have possibly just guessed that you would say, or maybe manipulated you into selecting.
Okay.
So just one card. It's okay to say what it is.
Okay. One of my favorite cards is the 8 of clubs.
That's pretty obscure.
Yeah.
When you got out of bed this morning, did you know that you would find yourself saying the words 8 of clubs today?
Not at all.
So is it likely that I could know that?
Never.
You wouldn't think so. Well, so you don't forget the card that you've picked. And to make it visually distinct, in your imagination, all those cards were face up. Even though in our real deck of cards it's kind of discombobulated, in your imagination they were nice and neat.
Okay.
In your imagination,
yes, they were.
What I'd like you to do is turn the 8 of clubs face down. So that all of the cards would be face up except for your 8 of clubs. And then imagine that you could just put the cards away and put them back into the box, leaving your 8 of clubs distinctly different from the rest. Now, if you have done all that, I'd like you to finally imagine that the cards that have been on the table the entire time are not the cards that have been on the table the entire time. I want you to imagine that they are the cards that you imagined to be on the table. I know that's where we tend to lose people.
Okay.
If you did that, I should be able to open up these cards, and even though they went away in a complete mess, the 8 of clubs was the card you chose. I'm going to go very, very slowly so that he can see on the camera.
All the cards are now face up as he's thumbing them from right to left.
There is one card that is face down.
There certainly is. There's one card that's face down.
I'm not even going to touch that card because it kind of freaks me out, to be honest with you. Have a look at what that card is.
Wow.
The 8 of clubs.
That is absolutely awesome and amazing.
You know, Peter Pan used to say anything is possible if you just wish hard enough. So it's a good demonstration of the power of your imagination.
That is absolutely incredible. So. Not only were the cards all face up after they were discombobulated, but also that you had the 8 of clubs already turned over. That is absolutely incredible. Do not miss Master Magician Aiden Sinclair. 2 big shows this coming Saturday. Tickets are on sale on your website.
Yeah,
right?
You can get tickets in advance at FromAPaddedRoom.com. There's a little thing there that says click on tickets. And we're a touring show, so there's a whole lot of shows listed there. Casper's right on top. And there'll be a little link. There's a little logo for a company called Brown Paper Tickets. So if you click on that logo, it'll bring you right to the Casper, and you can choose 7 or 9 p.m.
Okay. We'll also put that link at mycountry955.com where we're going to put the videos from our conversation talking about the gist of the show, how it all came about, plus the key trick and now the card trick are all posted right now at mycountry955.com. That's how I do my magic.
That is fantastic. Now, I do have to throw out a couple of things for the show.
Okay.
One is that what you just saw is not what you're going to see at the show. The material is much darker. We're going to a place where some very, very bad things happened. So we always throw out that this really is not a show that's appropriate for children.
Perfect.
It's really kind of 13 and up are probably fine with it, considering the nature of what you'd find on Nintendo.
And parents, take into effect how mature your kids are. Some kids like the darker comic books. They like the zombie. They like the vampire stuff. But not all kids are emotionally able to handle all situations.
Yeah, and it's not a show that's physical. It's very empathic and emotional. So there's a lot of talking to this show. So if that I always throw that out there to let people know that they don't know what to expect. They're not going to see anyone get sawn in half. It's really going to be a really long story. We're going to tell a story for about an hour, and we're going to take some people to a very, very dark place and bring them back. And hopefully nothing from that dark place comes back with us. But the shows are at 7 and 9. We will have tickets for sale at the door as well. Whatever doesn't sell in advance will be available at the door, but it is limited seating, so we very highly recommend you get your tickets in advance because once they're gone, they're gone. We can't put any more people in there.
Absolutely. Get your tickets now while they're still available. All the details, videos, and more available at mycountry955.com. Master Magician Aiden Sinclair, we certainly thank you for your time this afternoon and look forward to seeing your shows on Saturday.
Thanks, Rick. Thanks for having us in.
On the way in seconds, quick look at your forecast next on My Country.